Hi everybody, this is Venkatavegi. Welcome back to our channel Venkatavegi. In this video lesson, I am going to explain uses of while. While basically, grammatically, while is a conjunction. It joins two words, two sentences, two phrases sometimes. So now I am going to explain the use of while with a view to communication purpose and grammatical purpose. Okay. The first use of while is during the time that something is happening. When something is going on, when something is happening, at that point of time, we have to use while. Instead of while, we have to use when to. No problem. The first sentence is, the bus arrived while we were crossing the road. Friends, I am going to explain grammatically this sentence. Please listen to me carefully. In this whole sentence, in this lengthy sentence, you can see two sentences, two parts of the sentence. That is one, the bus arrived, we were crossing the road. The bus arrived. It is in simple past tense. We were crossing the road. It is in past continuous. This action was going on in the past. When this action was going on, in the middle of the time, in the middle, this action happened. So, in the past, when something was going on from one point of time to another point of time, in the middle, in case of another action happened, for the continuous action, we have to use past continuous. In the intermediate action, that means the interrupted action, we have to use simple past. You have to understand that. When we are discussing tenses, at the time of past continuous, we have to know clearly all these things. Now we are discussing only while. And here, this is one sentence, this is one sentence. These two sentences are combining with while, conjunction while. So it is a bridge. It joins these two sentences. And also, when we are crossing the road, I replace with when. When we were crossing the road, the bus arrived. This action was going on. In the middle, this action took place. Okay? Got my point? And next one. While he was watching the TV, she was cooking. Here also, we see two sentences. But the difference between this one and this one, these are two continuous actions happened in the past. He was watching the TV. At the same time, she was cooking. The both actions were going on at the same time. Okay. Next one. While I am at work, don't turn on the TV. That means while I am at work, now I am working. Right now I am working. So please don't turn on the TV. Turn on means switch on. The opposite word is turn off. That means switch off. Don't turn on the TV while I am at work. This is in simple present tense. At right now I am doing a work. So don't turn on the TV. So we can use while in this way in the first use. The second use of while is at the same time as something is happening. At the same time, two actions were going on. Two actions were happening, were taking place at the same time. At the time, we have to use while to combine the sentences, to combine the following two actions. Okay? While the teacher was teaching, he was reading a story book. The teacher was teaching. She was in the process of teaching. At the same time, at that time, he was reading a story book. Without listening to her class, he was doing something. So in this case, two actions were going on at the same time. For combining these two actions, we have to use while. It is a conjunction. Next one. Her mother is cooking while he is drawing picture. The two actions were going on at the same time, but this is in past, this is in present. These two are in present continuous. Right now, these two actions are going on. In the past, these two actions were going on. Okay? Friends, now I am going to look at third use of would. In this case, we have to use would in place of in spite of. Do you know simple compound complex? In simple compound complex, we have to transform one sentence into another sentence. We can write one sentence into three kind of sentences. They are simple, compound and complex. So, in simple, in spite of, despite, we use. In compound, we have to use but. In complex, we have to use though, although. But the inner meaning is the same. What are the words you use? For example, while I know he is wrong, that means I know he is wrong, but I can't stop him. I can't resist him. So in this case, while is used in the sense of but, in the meaning of in spite of. So we can replace the same sentence by using though, even though, although. Though I know he is wrong, I can't stop him. Even though I know he is wrong, I can't stop him. In spite of knowing he is wrong, I can't stop him. Have you observed? In this case, the structure has entirely changed. In spite of knowing, know, the verb is becoming into knowing. In spite of knowing he is wrong, I can't stop him. Or despite knowing he is wrong, I can't stop him. Are you watching clearly? Friends, whenever you have the capable of transforming any sentence into another kinds of sentences, at that point of time, you have only the grip on English. At that point of time, you can write, say anything with ease in English. Okay, friends. The next one is, the same sentence we can say by using in spite of. In spite of sickness, he goes to duty. Observe sickness. So, the sick, here the sick is an adjective. The sickness is a noun. So, by forming noun and adding in spite of, we have changed the sentence into another mode of sentence. In spite of sickness, he goes to duty. Despite sickness, he goes to duty. Though he is sick, he goes to duty. Okay, friends? Friends, now I am going to look at another use of would. In this case, we use would to show contrast, difference. If you see the sentence, I think you can understand very well. The first sentence is, while he is tall, his brother is rather short. Here, we are showing contrast, difference between his heights, two brothers' heights. For example, he is tall. His brother is rather short. We are compare two things here. At that point of time, we have to use while. The same sentence can be written, can be said in this way also. He is tall, whereas his brother is rather short. He is tall, but his brother rather short. Rather means a little bit short. And one more thing here, I want to say something about rather. Whenever we want to say some kind of negative feeling, at that point of time we have to use rather. The movie is rather good. That means it's not very good. The movie is not entirely good, but there are some kind of not bad things, uninteresting things are in the movie. So I don't like that much, but it's okay. But I don't like that much. I don't want to go see the same movie second time. So in that way, we have to use rather. It is an adverb. Rather short, rather weak. So we have to use many uses. I already made one video on use of rather. Please visit it. Okay. The next one is while she is good at maths, his brother isn't. That means she is good at maths. That means she has more knowledge in maths. But his brother is not good at that particular subject. Isn't means I have shortened the sentence. Actually, the full sentence is his brother is not good at maths. We are comparing these two things here. The first one is good at math, the second one is not good. Okay? So, here the while is telling contrast. And one more thing I want to explain in this case, good at. Whenever we say what kind of quality we have in particular subject, at something, we have to use at. For example, I am good at maths. That means I have more knowledge. I can easily do maths. She is poor at maths. That means he doesn't have more knowledge in maths. Poor at, good at, slow at, weak at, dull at. I am dull at physics. That means I don't know anything about physics. I am slow at learning. That means I can't learn fast. She is speed at maths. That means he is doing in speed every maths. So we can use in this way good at, bad at, dull at, slow at. Every kind of adjective we have to use after that at, the preposition at. Okay friends, I hope you understand very well this lesson about while. Okay friends, as usually I am requesting you to please subscribe my channel if you like it. Thank you very much for watching.